Tubers and trolls, welcome back to Troll Nation. I'm Chris, and as you may have seen, I love my GAEMS Vanguard. It's by far my most popular video and a peripheral, accessory that I cannot go without. I take it with me everywhere. And my only complaint during my review video was that I was ready for something new. Well, you know what? With Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all these big sales and gaming deals, GAEMS has a new product coming out, and it's called the Sentinel. I tried to get a copy of one early, but I was unable to get it. But I did get in contact with the company directly and got some good information. And I want to pass that information on to you guys and tell you what I know about the upcoming Sentinel that's due for release next week. So piggybacking off of my Vanguard review, I absolutely love that thing. And I was waiting for an upgrade. The only negative thing I had to say about the Vanguard was that I was ready for something a little bit newer. With 4K and 1080 being kind of the minimum standard, the 720 upscale to 1080 was getting a little outdated. So reaching out to GAEMS and looking online, I found the Sentinel. I thought it was going to be a direct replacement for the Vanguard. And you know what? It kind of is. Now, without having an actual product in front of me, without getting a, preview copy of the system, I can't say everything. But what I can say is what I was told by GAEMS directly and what I've been reading online. It's smaller, it's sleeker, it weighs 3 pounds less than the Vanguard. It also has a 17-inch screen where the Vanguard has 19, but it is fully 1080p and it's way more crisp and way more crystal clear. So the screen itself is a 100% upgrade over the 720 upscale to 1080 Vanguard. It's lighter, it's smaller, so what's not to like about it? Well, there's a couple things. One, the price point is $350, which isn't bad, but the Vanguard is on sale right now for $199 with the Black Friday deals, and I think with Cyber Monday it's probably going to stay that price for a little while. So if you're looking to get into a peripheral to protect your system and have a built-in screen, $200 sounds pretty good compared to $350. Now, the price isn't what would necessarily scare me away because I use my Vanguard so much that I'd be willing to pay extra for the latest and greatest. But here is where GAEMS, the company itself, actually sent me an email and kind of convinced me that maybe that this isn't a great replacement for what I'm using it for. Now, I use my Vanguard to pick up and go. Everything's inside the case, I grab it, and I walk out the door, and I take it with me to work weekly. I use it all the time. The Sentinel, with all of the nice upgrades and the screen and even the sound and everything like that, is missing one key component. It does not have space for your controllers and your charging cables and everything within the case itself. It does have a padded pouch, but I believe the padded pouch is made to put in a bag and take with you. It does not fit inside the Sentinel system itself. That was directly from GAEMS, the company. After watching my video, they told me that. They said this may not necessarily be a replacement for your Vanguard because the way you use your Vanguard, the Sentinel is not necessarily a grab and go because you're going to have an additional pouch. And so for me, I may not be buying the Sentinel now, even though it's going to be a much better system in terms of when it's set up, because I like the ease of grabbing my Vanguard and going. I don't want to have to put a separate pouch in my backpack and grab my Vanguard. It's not a huge deal, but it's just one more inconvenience that I don't want to deal with. And the Vanguard makes it very easy. So the Sentinel is sleeker, it's smaller, better screen, better speakers. Pretty much 100% everything about the Sentinel is better than the Vanguard, minus 2 inches smaller on the screen, which isn't a huge deal, but it's still a smaller screen, and the pouches do not fit on the inside. Now, if you're still like, I don't know which one I want to get, wait for some reviews to come out. The Sentinel may blow the Vanguard out of the water. Because I don't have an actual unit to test out and see for myself, I'm only going based on, well, if it's 1080, it's going to be better. If it says it's crystal clear, I'm guessing they're not lying. They've never lied to us. They've been great to us so far. GAEMS has delivered on everything they've said. Now here's one little secret. They are coming out with a unit in early to mid 2019 that they said is going to replace the Vanguard and blow it out of the water. That was the only little hint they gave me. So, what do we got? Well, minimum 1080p, probably 19 inches, better speakers, but for me, most importantly, it's probably going to keep those pouches within the case itself to make the portability even easier. And is there a chance we could get 4K? I don't know. A girl can dream, right? All right, so that being said, let me know if you guys are looking forward to the release of the Sentinel or if you're going to take advantage of that $199 GAEMS Vanguard, which is still a great system and one that I use weekly. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up before you go out and buy, because it is not a direct replacement for the Vanguard, although it does make everything about the Vanguard better minus the portability with the external pouch. Keep rolling, keep trolling. We'll talk to you soon.